My parts have arrived. Let's go throw them at the station wagon.
Well, I found myself with a few extra minutes here. If you remember in the video from yesterday, I was driving through a neighborhood and I found a Challenger, which since then has been identified as a 72 Challenger that has had new paint, but all the glass has disappeared. It's kind of a same old story. You guys have seen it a lot when you go to a shop and stuff disappears, or they have your car for like forever and nothing happens to it. But the parts I'm going to put in this now are the distributor cap, the spark plug wires, the distributor rotor button, and a new coil. Then we'll give it a shot and see if we get any spark. The owner of that Challenger said that she had taken it to a body shop a long time ago, and the body shop was supposed to do A, B, C, D to it and all that, and turns out they just didn't even start on A. So I'm going to go look at it with the mindset of, yeah, it's a project. And even though it got painted a year ago, which normally would indicate a pretty expensive car, it's also been sitting with absolutely no glass and no car cover, no nothing, for a year in Florida. So, man, that thing could be worse than before it was painted. It's really hard to tell, but you kind of have to give it a shot. The Premium Choice Ignition and Engine Management Solutions, made in China. Well, that's weird. I would never have expected that. Considering this car is a one owner, I'm going to go ahead and save every piece that's coming off of it too. I know it's not like a GT 500 or something crazy like that, but it's still a one owner car and it's special, I think. This car still has its original style coil. So these nuts that are on here and the washers are actually coming off because there's a special fitting on this original Mercury that slides down over that and does not use the nut or the washer. So let's find the positive side. That one goes to that one. Confirm. There we go, good tight fit. Gotta take the old one, now that I've already put it in bubble wrap, out of its bracket, because the new one is gonna use that same bracket. Try to find a newer vehicle that has a standard or flathead screw on there. Not gonna happen much these days. You go back even before that, and the six-sided nuts and bolt heads we've grown accustomed to seeing, they were four-sided back in the day. Think like Model A's, 30s and 40s too. These days this whole bracket would be plastic. Same diameter, so it's actually going to work. Now before I try all of these things, which I'm going to replace them anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and see if it cranks with just the coil being swapped. That's the first thing that crossed my mind that could be the issue here, but I just want to confirm. Come on down in there. That's a heck of a spark plug wire. Let's put this cap back on. See if we have any change. That's on, coil's on, both wires on. That center one's kind of on, but enough to make a contact. Let's see if this thing cranks. It's kind of a tradition for me to get in the car, climb up into the trailer, and then remember that the battery's still not connected. Little instant start for the good times, just to show I'm a positive person. Leaving the key forward this time around. Seeing if I can get some kind of spark down here with this coil wire. Still no spark. Nothing. Oh. Wire's got a cut in it. Let me turn my ignition off so I don't shock myself. I just got the text to go see the 72 Challenger, so cleaned up my hands from messing with the station wagon, and I'm headed over there now. Like I said earlier, I have no idea what to expect from this. It got painted about a year ago. Paint looks good, but I've only seen it through a fence and way over there, you know, so it may be terrible, it may be awesome. Generally speaking, though, there's a certain amount of inherent value a 72 Challenger will hold. So, but you and I'll discover what's happening here in just a moment. Next time you see me, I'm going to be looking at a Challenger. Stay serious. Keep your game face on. Floorboards look good. Oh, that's there's its VIN tag. Do you recall if you have these? Mm-hmm. Okay. Crack, cracks, crack. See down in there. It looks like that's generally across there. Well, I'm out here chilling in the 67 commuter wagon. Takes me back when I was a kid, going to the drive-in with my brothers and sister, my mom and dad, big station wagon. Mom would cook up a humongous paper grocery sack full of popcorn and a big humongous vat of Kool-Aid. We'd sit in the back, fall asleep before the second movie started. That might be how one or two of us were conceived. I don't know. But I have a question for you guys. You saw the Challenger. What's it worth? It comes with a 383, no transmission, a lot of trim pieces missing, radiator missing, some wiring missing, a lot of the interior missing. But the rest of the car, you saw the floor pans and the trunk floor. I mean, they are crazy solid. Clean Florida title. How much is that car worth? Write it in the comments below. I really want to know. And finally, keep in mind, it's now right at a month before I go up north to the states of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, both Virginia and West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Alabama, Louisiana. I'm going all over that entire region. And when I do that, on a day-to-day basis, I upload videos. And when I do that, I make sure that you know exactly where each vehicle is located and contact information for everything I saw that day. Out on the road, I've seen everything from Lotus Europas to 60 Corvette projects, a buttload of early Camaros. And dude, there's something in that mix that I think you want to see. So make sure you like and subscribe, and then it's important you do the notification bell, because when I post the video, there's going to be a limited window of time there when you could be the very first person to talk to the seller of the vehicle you're interested in. And you and I both know that's a heck of an advantage to have. So do all those things if you would. I sure do appreciate you guys watching. I'm having a blast doing these, and it looks like by the subscribers, and I think you guys are too. I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and there's a lot more to come. I'm hopefully going to have this wagon running in the next video. It's a wiring thing. It wasn't the coil. See you soon.